Welcome to another episode of Terry's Notes, and today we are going to be looking at the June 2015 paper, question 6. Okay, so we have the diagram below, not drawn to scale, shows two cylindrical water tanks, A and B. Tank B has a base diameter of 8 meters. So what they are saying is that from here to here is 8 meters. So don't confuse diameter with radius, right? Tank B is the one who has 8 meters. Both tanks are filled with water. Calculate the volume of the water in tank B. Alright, so we are taking pi as 3.14, and the volume of a cylinder is equal to pi r squared multiplied by the height of the cylinder. So this will be 3.14 multiplied by radius. Now the diameter, they said the diameter is 8, right? So if the diameter is 8, it means that the radius is half of that, which is 4. So 4 squared multiplied by the height, which is 5. Right? Be very careful with that. Don't confuse radius and diameter. So that will be 3.14 multiplied by 16 multiplied by 5, and that gives me 251.2. So this will be 251.2 meters cube, because it's volume, right? Now they said the base area of A is 314. So the base area, what they're talking about is this area here, right? And that area is 314 meters squared. What is the length of the radius, right? So the base is a circle, right? And they told us the area. So we know the area of a circle is pi r squared, and they gave us the area as 314 meters squared, right? We know pi is 3.14 multiplied by r squared. So r squared is equal to 314 over 3.14. So r squared is equal to 314 divided by 3.14 is 100. Alright, so this is 100. So therefore r is equal to the square root of 100. Therefore r is equal to 10 meters. Right? So the radius, we're going to ask for radius of tank A is 10 meters. Right? Now they said tank A holds 8 times as much water as tank B. So when they're talking about 8 times as much, they're speaking about volume. So so for tank B, the volume we got was 251.2. 251.2. So 251.2 meter cube. So therefore tank A will hold, they said it hold 8 times as much. So it's 8 times 251.2, and that gives me 8 multiplied by 251.2, and that gives me 2009.6 meters cube. Right, so that's the volume that tank A can hold, and they want to know the height of tank A. So let me just do a quick sketch here. So this is tank A. We just worked out the radius, and we got the radius as being 10 meters, and we also know the volume, right? So we want to find the height, so you want h. So we know the volume of a cylinder is pi r squared h, right? And h is equal to v over pi r squared. The volume of tank A is 2009.6 over 3.14, which is pi, multiplied by the radius, which we worked out as 10. So it's radius squared. Right, so 2009.6 divided by brackets 3.14 multiplied by 100, and we get 6.4. So the height of the tank will be 6.4 meters. Now if you notice pi r squared here, they told us that in the question earlier, right? So you could have just used so the base area of A was 314. So what you could have done is just put 314 here, right, instead of recalculating it. So the height is 6.4 meters. Alright, so now we have some transformation here. So we have a diagram that shows triangle PQR. So this is triangle here PQR, right, and they have the P prime, Q prime, R prime, which is an enlargement centered at the point C, right? They want to know the scale factor. All you need to do is to look at one length. So let's say QR, this is 2 units, and QR for the image is 1, 2, 3, 4 units, right? So therefore the scale factor is 2, right? Because it started off with length 2 units and you ended up with 4 units. So therefore it's 2 multiplied by 2. You can check it with this one as well. From R to P, that is 3 units, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So therefore you can see that the scale factor is still 2. And what should be noticed is that the scale factor is negative. And why is it negative? It is because remember this is the object, right, and this is the image. So the image and the object are on opposite sides of the center of enlargement, which is C, right? So the reason for that, so why is it, so the scale factor is really negative. So scale factor is -2 really. So the scale factor is negative because the image and the object are on opposite sides of the center of enlargement, which is C. Okay. Now they told you the length PQ is 13 units, square root of 13 units. Therefore the length P prime Q prime will be, it'll just be 2 multiplied by root of 13, right? Because remember the image is larger than the object, right? And the scale factor is -2, but we can ignore the -2. So we just have to multiply 2 multiplied by square root of 13, and you can work that out or leave that as is. Now the area of triangle PQR. What is PQR? PQR is the original triangle, which would be base by height over 2, which is 2 by 3 over 2. So it'll be 2 by 3 over 2, which is equal to 3 square units, right? So that is the area of triangle PQR. Now the area of the image now is how many times the area. Now the scale factor is -2, right? Now when you have an object and you have an image and it undergoes an enlargement, right? If the area of one is A, and the area of the second one is A2, and let's say the scale factor is K, then the area of this image is equal to K squared multiplied by the area of the object. So the scale factor was -2, so therefore the area of the image will be 4 times, right? When I say 4 times, is really 2 squared. So it's 4 times the area of the triangle PQR, which is, we just worked out the area of the triangle PQR, which is 3 square units. So therefore it will be 4 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 12 square units. Okay.